Hey folks, welcome to another Absolutely Outdoors. This morning we're on the Chattahoochee River, a cold morning. But we've got an expert with us here today. So we've got our expert guide, in addition, of course, to Mike over there. Everybody's seen our show knows Mike Sellers. But anyway, Randy, we're glad to have you today.
Yes, sir.
And we're looking forward to all this knowledge you're going to give us about how to catch these fish. Randy was or still is, a professional guide, and years and years of experience in catching stripers, well, about catching anything. But anyway, Randy, we're just tickled to death that you're with us today. How did you get started in guiding business?
Well, I fished all the time anyway. I fished 3 and 4 and 5 days a week on my own, and I got to knowing people. And when I had a regular job, I was a meat cutter for a grocery store, and they got closed down. And when they did, I said, "Well, I'm fixing to do something I want to do for a living."
Yeah.
And I'd been around enough people fishing and caught enough fish to where everybody knew. You know, when I started, I said, well, I went home and I told my mom and daddy, I said, this company's fitting to close, and I'm fitting to do something I want to do. And they thought I'd lost my mind because I would give up an $18 an hour job 20-something years ago.
Yeah.
And they said, I said, well, if I can make it the first year, there's a bite right there, guys. And not have to touch none of the money I had put up. I said, I'll make it. And it's all been on referral. I've never advertised or anything, and just started off fishing, and it just kind of just snowballed from there.
Right.
Everybody asks me, how do you get started doing it? And the main thing is just getting your name out there, and you do that in public relations. You can advertise all you want to, but if you can't walk the walk, it don't make no difference. You got to produce.
You got to produce, and when you do that, it just snowballs after that. I know that you've been with hundreds of clients. You're getting a bite there, Mike.
There he is.
There he is. I know that you've been with hundreds of clients. What would be the thing that aggravates you the most with the people that get on the boat?
Well,
that's yours, Chris.
that's a cat, ain't it?
That's a catfish.
A cat. Oh, Chris, you're going to eat well.
You know what that is? That's a bowfin.
Is it a bowfin?
That's a grinnell, yeah.
I can't even see it from here.
It's a bowfin. That's one, you hardly ever see one of them anymore.
Is that a good one to eat?
Oh.
No, sir. That's a prehistoric fish right there. A lot of people call them mudfish or grinnell.
Man, he's a big old thing, isn't he?
But those things have been around
Dinosaur age.
since dinosaur age.
Really?
Yes.
I ain't never seen one of them.
Teeth in there, man. You can't grab it.
There's another bite right down on that corner mark. On that right rod. He didn't do it with bumped it one
A
time.
bowfin.
Bowfin. Used to we catch him a lot. Now you hardly ever see one.
Big time.
But that thing, man, he's got some teeth in him. Won't quit.
But they've been around ever since the dinosaur age. That and the gar is the two oldest, that's probably the two oldest freshwater fish that's out there as far as being around.
Right.
For the flies.
Well, getting back to our question. What aggravates you more when you take somebody out fishing? See, I want to know where I won't do it.
people not paying attention to what I tell them to do.
Oh, really?
I got a lot of people that get this at first. A lot of times they don't fish very much, and they don't really understand what you're trying to tell them. But if people will listen and not try to guide you, unless you guide them, it's a lot better.
Oh yeah.
You got people sometimes they want to tell you how to fish, and that don't never work out too good.
No. Well,
other than that, I've always got along with people real good. I'm easy to get along with anyway. But if people just, you got to learn how to deal with people. I mean, there's a lot of everybody's different. But
I imagine so. I imagine that's pretty tough, you know. Some of these people never fished before in their life, and it's just.
I'm gonna tell you something. I took some boys one time. Those two guys at the company sent them down, and I took them fishing, and we were up here in the river fishing, and I heard a turkey gobble. I said, yeah, he's talking it up this morning. They said, what is that? I said, that's a gobbler. You just hit that right there again. I said, that's a gobbler trying to call a hen. And the turkey flew down the edge of the woods, and he flew down and lit, you know, and an eagle come flying by. And these two guys, they were standing there in the boat, and they looked around. I said, what's wrong? And they said, you know what, I'm 40-something years old, and I've never seen that. He said, this is the most nature I've ever seen, and I'm 40-something years old.
Really?
I said, that's a shame. That's all I told him.
Yeah.
I said, that's a shame. But I take it for granted. I've seen it my whole life. I've been out in the outdoors my whole entire life. And most of it was on the river, fishing, or in the lake, or in a deer stand. And I take it for granted because I've seen it so much. But a lot of people don't really realize what we got around us.
That's true. That's true. So many people don't take advantage of this.
I call them over-civilized.
Yeah.
They've been in Atlanta too long, rocking on that concrete.
Right.
They ain't never got dirt on their toes or nothing, or mud on their toes or nothing. I just call them over-civilized. They don't like for you to say that either. But
Get him, Mike.
But my family on both sides have always hunted and fished, and I was fortunate in that respect because I started going. My granddad used to take me on his, when we go rabbit hunting, he'd put me in a pack on his back and tote me through the woods. And I wasn't 2 years old,
Yeah.
so I'd been in the woods that long. And we go to my daddy. You know, he used to take me fishing when he got off work every day, and he didn't want to go a lot of times, but he made sure I got to go. And he got to live long enough to see me do this, and so it paid off in the long run. He got to see me actually make a living doing this.
Yeah.
And I always told him if I could ever figure out a way to make a living hunting and fishing, that's what I was going to do.
Well, now, where are you originally from?
I'm from Griffin.
Griffin, Georgia.
That's where I
Okay.
went to high school, was raised at, was in Griffin. And we started coming to this lake when they first put the water in it. That was 1973, I believe, when they backed it up. And I've been fishing it ever since. And started fishing for the striped fish probably in the early 80s or the mid 80s. And back then it wasn't even legal to throw a cast net to catch shad. You had to fish with brim and a troll.
Right.
We used to troll a lot. And we was over here one day, and this is the story Mike wanted me to tell you. Now this is
you got to be a fisherman to understand this.
Yeah. And we was sitting on a school of fish. We had been on them all day long trolling. We could not make one of them bite. And this man and his little grandson pulled up in a boat out there beside us, and they said, you mind if we slip in there and fish for a few minutes? And I said, no, sir, we can't catch them. See if you can catch them. And he said, I just want to let my grandson catch a few, and we'll get out of y'all's way. He pulled up there and he had an igloo cooler, round igloo water cooler. And I said, I don't know what they fishing to do, you know. And he pulled up there in front of us. We had just went over them fish. He pulled up there and he said, he's got his grandson, set him between his legs, and he said, you ready? He said, yes, I'm ready. He put a brim on it. He dropped it to the bottom. It didn't stay there 3 seconds and was gone. And I'm talking about average 8 to 10 pounders.
Right.
And back then the limit was 6. Well, they caught 6, and as fast as it took to reel them in, and they said, got another bite there. Appreciate you letting us fish. And I said, you know what? We done run over here. We've been over here all day. Done burnt 30 gallons of gas probably. Ain't caught nothing, but I learned something. I said that little man, that little kid taught me something. I said, there's a better way to do this. So we started catching them with brim. Then they legalized cast net. And when they did that, it opened up the whole shad
Right,
thing.
right.
You know, and hybrid fishing changed all the way around. You can still catch them trolling sometimes, but nothing beats shad
Yeah.
or herring on these fish.
Mike, show our audience your tank here and how you catch those shad. He's talking about catching shad. Shad is a little bait fish, and can you see over me, Chris? All right, Mike, explain that.
It's a 40-gallon tank, and you fill it with water, of course, to keep the shad alive. You put chemicals in it. You throw the cast in, and bait has really been hard to catch. But this is what you get, and that's the shad. Redfish shad, gizzard shad, and they are blueback herring in this lake. We'll catch them occasionally, and that is what we use for bait. And bait has been so hard to get in the past couple of weeks. We had a guy yesterday wanting to buy our bait. It's been really hard to catch.
What's up with that is the full moon. The full moon, and they getting ready to spawn, and they get like that right before they spawn. They get real finicky and they move out. They just don't act right. I don't know what it does to them, but they just right before they get ready to spawn, they'll move out in deep water, and they won't come to your lights or anything.
Really?
And then once they spawn now, they'll just come in there in droves, and you can catch all you want to. But that's going to probably happen the next full moon. The water's too cold right now, and it's too early, but they'll spawn the last full moon in April most of the time. And life gets easier then. You can
Right.
time catch 500. But right now, it's tough to catch bait. It really is. I mean, you have to go out at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning.
Did you go out at 2 o'clock in the morning and catch that bait?
I went out, it was Saturday morning, or Saturday night, Sunday morning. I was on the water at 2 o'clock, and I was getting enough to fish on Sunday. And I got on some bait, and I knew we were going to do this show. And I kept catching them. I caught 215. And I knew between that and what I had, I'd save some from the night
Right.
before. I said, I got plenty. I won't have to get up and scramble for it Sunday night to be ready for Monday morning.
This time of year, you can carry it a couple of days. When it gets hot, warmer water, it starts getting warmer, they won't hold up that long. These things are real funny. Once they move back down in the lake, they want it live, and they want it real live.
Yeah.
It's got to be real fresh. Right now, when they're up in this river, most of the time, they bite cut.
Yeah.
They won't cut. They feeding off of scent instead of and smell other than sight. Now, we did catch some on live yesterday, and we probably will today. We're gonna move on up here in a little while and see if we can't catch some up farther. But we caught some up there on live bait yesterday, right up on the bank.
Mm-hmm.
But they really want to cut 3 to 1 over live.
And I'm telling
And you know, we found that out by accident.
That's that secret formula I was telling you about.
Here's a bite right here too, Mike. Right here.
We have
right
tried
here.
this over and over, and you'll
Right.
catch 3 to 1
Right there.
by putting scent on and no scent. Even if it's not the secret formula, if you use garlic or something, you need to use some kind of scent.
What do you think? Do you think that just covers up the human smell, or what does it do?
It attracts them. It attracts them to your bait. I mean, you can catch them on bait without no scent, but the scent.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
The scent increases your odds of getting bites because it draws them to you. He's eating that one up right there too on the left side of that motor right there.
That's you, Steve.
All right.
He ain't taking it, he just protecting it.
There's a few fish right here, but I think it ain't nothing like what it ought to be. We're gonna move up here in a minute, see if we can get on something strong on this. He swallowed it too. Oh my goodness. But once they ever get a taste of that stuff, they can't handle it. They're gonna swallow it. They ain't gonna turn it loose most of the time.
Chris, you know how to play strike?
It's been a minute.
But you know how to get the red strip out.
Get the red strip up? Yeah.
Go ahead and bring that up, Steve. We'll change the bait on it.
All right.
We got the other one on the other side, Steve. You change the bait. We're gonna give this one more bait right here. Then we don't do nothing. If they don't pick it up, we're gonna move on up.
I got some hook on this one.
Everybody, we're trying to get everybody's feet wet just a little bit and get used to it. And then we're gonna move on.
I'm gonna put some of that secret. I can put the secret formula on, can
You can take a smell of it if you want to.
It don't
Yeah.
stink.
It don't stink.
It don't stink. It smells good. I just need to know the formula, you know.
You can figure it out. I'll tell you whether you're right or not.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't do that.
Here, Steve.
All right.
This is why.
Well, we get some more poles out.
Yeah, we gotta get some more poles out of here.
All right.
We got to go.
Whoa,
We got a little strength to him there.
he does.
You take the pecan and let fly with it. Alright, let it come up on the inside. Let it come on the other side so we come up to the inside. Let it stay over there.
All right. You want him which side? Okay. Oh, you're getting mad now. Whoa. Whoa.
Keep him off that motor.
Yeah. He's going about where he wants to go. I think it's a catfish. I believe it's a big old catfish. That's all right.
I don't think it's catfish. He didn't roll.
Nope, it's not. It's supper for Chris. A nice striper.
Yeah, he'll work.
He'll work.
Yeah, we're gonna keep some. Chris gonna have something to eat. Look at that.
All right, this is something I want you to get a picture. It's got gill lice. Gill lice. It ain't gonna hurt nothing, but it's a parasite.
Grab them things that Randy don't like.
He will not have a pair on his boat.
But tell him why, Randy.
Because customers grab it and they run it down in there and they scar the line right above the hook right here, and the very next fish you catch breaks it off. So I won't let them use pliers in my boat.
Hold that tip up so to say out a minute.
All right.
This fish has got gill lice. You see those bumps on his tongue?
That doesn't hurt the taste or anything.
It don't hurt
Hurt the fish
anything.
at all.
It's like fleas. You see the bumps in there?
I see them in there.
And it's a parasite. I caught these things back in the fall, and I called the lake biologist, and he said that was the first that he had heard of it in West Point. He said they'd heard of them in Lanier, and he said they knew they were coming down. But he said it don't hurt it. You can eat it, but he said it's not good for it because it's taking nutrients out of the fish.
Yeah. It won't hurt you, but it hurts the fish.
It will not hurt the fish. It won't hurt you if you eat it. So
Yeah.
throw them in the
Okay.
box.
Throw them in the box.
Oh man, that's a good one.
That's a good one there.
You want him, Steve?
No, go ahead. You got him.
He's going out the river, let him go out there. Is he under him? Over him.
He's under him right now.
He's over him.
He's under it.
No, he picked that nut right there. Just hang up every one of them. They bad about when you hook them up shallow like that, they want to run this way, out to the river, out to the middle.
To the deep water.
They'll head off of the vine, and it tangles your line just so high.
I think I got it.
He's a nice one.
That's a hybrid.
Show him. Mike, in a minute, show the camera how you can tell the difference in a hybrid and a striper.
It's a hybrid. That's a hybrid with him. It's a hybrid. Turn him over.
Yeah, he did.
What the difference is, most of the time they got broke lines, not always. But a striper is thicker this way and he got more, his lateral lines, his lines are a lot more defined and a lot blacker. So we got another one in the box set over. If you lay them side by side, it's pretty obvious. This, a hybrid is usually this way flatter and a striper is usually more streamlined.
Okay. Who got it?
The one was real muddy. And they wouldn't hit them again today. He said, you know what? He said,
Oh, that's a good one there.
he said, let me tell you. He said, I want to catch a catfish. He said, cut me a piece of that bait, let me put it on there, see if I can catch a catfish. We didn't know nothing about cutting no bait. We didn't know done it before. I said, okay. So I cut him a piece, he threw it out, and it didn't even hit the bottom. I was happy about that one.
Steve.
Yeah. Got another one on there. Yep. 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 Sure is.
It's either that or that fish was over that line.
He wasn't over it. He was biting.
Let Chris see that. All right.
That's definitely hybrid. That side looks straight.
Okay. See, you got that gold looking sheen right there through your too, or striper don't have that. They fishing to get going. We got to get some bait out there.
That's what Chris.
Heck yeah, that's it.
That's a lot of meat already, man.
Chris, if you ate on that catfish for a month, you'll be eating on them fish for a week. You'll be eating on them fish for a month. You got enough there.
This is going unwanted.
No fish is going unwanted. What you looking for?
Scissors again.
Where did I see them? I just saw them.
They're right behind you, Steve.
Oh, all right. I knew I'd just seen them.
Don't tie them on the string.
Yeah. Ooh, that is a strong fish.
Oh, what's this one?
All right. Got him. Oh. It is windy.
Fish bite.
Yes, sir. That's a nice one. Yeah, pretty fish.
Another hybrid. That's all we call here was hybrid.
You gonna let him go, Chris?
No,
It's up to Chris.
put him in the box.
Put them in the box.
Don't wanna waste the fish.
Chris ain't gonna waste them. He gonna eat them.
They're gonna get his partners over there in a bottle of hot sauce and go at them.
That's right.
I've had them where they take a cooler home. Man, we wound up having to throw them fish away.
Yeah, I won't do that. That's what I tell my daughter now. So you throw them back in now. Eat them when you get home, but you ain't gonna take them home and throw them away.
Well, him.
My dog
Set that one
said,
down, Steve.
Let me have that.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm finna
Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me move out of your way. Ooh, that's a good one there. Fixing to get going here.
We got on them pretty hard here yesterday.
Randy knew exactly where they were. Had them corralled up here. dip net.
I got it.
Big old nice stripe. Hybrid. I see that broken lines there.
That's all we caught here. Just hybrid.
Yeah. Take him up there.
We gotta get some bait out. We got to go.
Yeah, once you get them started to bite, you got to keep bait on. You better make 2 or 3 pieces. That was good food to fix down at that last cabin.
Man,
It was.
The stripers were gone before the catfish. Steve, get him. Steve.
All right. He pulling the boat. Pulling the boat here.
Randy said that's the difference. That leaves fishing right. Put them on there. Before we get that one off, I need to
I get to him.
They're all the same age class.
All right, Mike, I want to thank you for having us out today. And Randy, of course, thank you. You're our guide there. We really enjoyed it.
Yes, sir.
It's just, I think we've caught more fish than we've ever caught. And what we're going to have to do is make part 1 and 2, I think, because we're going to catch a few more. But we really appreciate you being here today. And Mike, always good to see you, buddy.
Man, I'm glad to fish for you. I'm glad y'all come back.
Yeah. Okay. For CTV Beam, I'm Steve Abbott. Thank you for watching. See you next week.
Hey folks, welcome to Mulberry Creek Kennels. This is Christian and I'm Marcus. We're going to give you your dog training tip of the day. This is a little 8-week-old puppy. A lot of people ask us, well, hey, what do we do with our puppy when we first get them home? The best thing to do, you want to expose this puppy to as many different things as you can just to socialize them. To different people, different dogs, different environments. If you're looking for a hunting dog, those environments would include what you would encounter in the field. So right now we're going to make it all fun and games. We're going to expose Moose to a little quail. So we're going to have Moose down here on the ground and we're going to toss a little quail for him just to go retrieve. Hey, Moose. Atta boy, good boy, come on. As you can see, he's excited about getting the bird. Up until 6 months, you want to keep things like this just a game. Just really get the dog excited about retrieving. As you can see, we've got some decoys out here, so he's getting exposed to decoys already. Don't be so obsessed with trying to make the dog sit and be still, although you can do some of those things. But when you're out in the field retrieving, we want it all to be just a great joy and just get their enthusiasm going, and you'll end up with a great retriever if you'll start out that way. That's your dog training tip for the week from Mulberry Creek Kennels.